What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hope we're doing well today. Had a slow day in the market yesterday. It was a little choppy. Ended up red. Had a couple opportunities that were tougher. They looked like they were going to be good opportunities and went the other way on us. That's fine. Totally okay. Today we're in it for another day here. Our top leading gappers, GOED. Volume's kind of light on GOED, 173K. So not sure this is one we're really going to want to watch. Let's go to ISIG. This is the second leading gap in the market. It's a little cheaper. That's the only issue with this one. Volume's good at 8.05 million. Then we have staff. Oh, staff's moving right now. And then we have SPI. SPI is a former runner, so we've seen it in the market before. So we got a couple of interesting ones to take a look at here. All right. Alright, so I'll see if I can get another screen open. I can. Okay, nice. Check this out. So I have a couple more charts I can watch as well. Some Apple or SPY. Alright, so now we have 6 charts up that we can watch at once. What's this one? Going to the right, so overall market, so it's the SPY. And then the other two, I will put on 2 gappers that maybe aren't priority. So the leading gapper in the market was GOED, but it had like volume, so we'll keep that on there. And then Looks like XLNX was another. I'll go ahead and save this. For whatever reason, I've been waking up super stuffy lately. I think it's because it's a little colder out outside now. That didn't sound good.
I keep on searching for a sign that you're still out there, still alive. Under the dancing northern lights, are you still lost out here tonight? Can you hear me? Are you out there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm on a long and dark night. I'm on a if you come back, yeah, I swear I'll be the greatest.
So I'm taking a position on ISIG right now. I should have really tried to get in on that buy. The only problem is that they're so cheap.
I'll give you everything you expect. If you come back, yeah, I swear I'll try. I'll wear nice clothes and I'll never lie. I'll be a solid.
Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna get out.
I'll put my phone down when we talk. I'm on a long
Of course.
night. I'm on a I keep on searching for a sign that you're still out there, still alive. Under the dancing on the light, I used to lost out here tonight. Please don't tell me bedtime stories. Just tell me the truth and nothing else. I'm only hearing bedtime stories. Why don't you come out? We're too old for that. Why don't you say it slowly and take it easy? It's not so hard to get. But please don't tell me bedtime stories. Cause I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them. Bedtime stories.
You're listening to Chill Your Mind Radio.
Staff's ripping.
Please don't tell me bedtime stories. Just tell me the truth. Okay, so let's see. Why don't you say it slowly and take it easy? It's so hard to get. Please don't tell me bedtime stories. Cause I'm tired of you. I'm tired of bedtime stories. Bedtime stories.
All right. So yeah, so overall market sell-off yesterday, bounced back up a little bit today. I think perhaps the sell-off yesterday may have had some impact on the small cap market, just because the overall market was weak and the small cap market was weak as well. But anyway, so that's fine. Market's popping back up. Leading gapper is GOED. GOED. All right. So this isn't a stock that I've traded before. I'm not familiar with the name. So the stats on it: 6 million share float, up 77%. We can check the news on it, which is also right here, but this is over at Warrior Trading. So let's see. So Tuesday the 27th. So rallies on early. So these are seeking alpha. So let's just pull up this one here, which is the Global News Wire. All right. So announced definitive agreement for 100% acquisition ownership in Appliances Connection, a leading online retailer. I've never heard of them, of household appliances with projected 2020 revenue of $300 million. Wow. But okay. So creates one of the largest independent online retailers of household appliances in the U.S. Has 200,000 square feet of distribution centers, warehouse. Okay. All right. So a showroom as well. All right. So that's what we've got going on. That's the catalyst, and the market has reacted favorably pretty much, 77%. Its pre-market high here was at 18, just under 18. But as you can see here, on very light volume. So what you sometimes see is early when the volume is lighter, you'll see, you'll see a little bit more follow through. You'll see kind of like sort of a big move on light volume, and then it sort of fades back down. All right.
So I took a position on iSig, rode this little guy, and then same with staff. The issue is that they didn't move up high enough, so they ended up coming back down before I could take profit. So I'm red like $10 right now, which isn't a huge deal. Just gonna wait for another opportunity when hopefully we see a little bit more volume. What I was looking for was a buy in this area, take profit here, and then same story, buy on the break of the vwap and take profit towards the top.
18. Again, on lighter volume.
Now Ross is still listening too. He's a really good trader, so I like to kind of hear what he's doing and base some ideas off his thoughts too.
So total volume is light. Let's look at the daily chart. Here in the daily chart, and you can see that this is actually a somewhat recent idea. So the all-time high on it, blue line, all-time high ever, 1050. That's the all-time high ever. So this is a stock that we would say has no upside resistance. Go away. So that's 1050. So let's switch back to the daily for 5 minutes. So this is, as long as we hold above that, and even if we sold off down to that level and then bounced off, this could open up a bit. So I would say it's worth watching. The volume right now is only 280,000 shares. That was yesterday. Today it's 213,000. So the volume is a little on the high side, which I don't know. I think that is going to be a factor. So we'll wait on it a little bit. But the levels that I would watch intraday would be the pre-market high, perhaps 15, perhaps 14, and then the volume weighted average price down this area. This is kind of a double bottom down here, but there's not enough volume for me to jump in at where it is right now. All right, so next one on the scan, ISIG. ISIG is our second leading gapper, up 48% with 6 million share flow. All right, so we're in fine shape there. The pre-market high is 69. So I'm going to draw that pre-market level here. It's got a pre-market pivot at 52. But what I can tell you about the stock is that it's cheap. It's a cheaper stock. I actually don't see a fresh catalyst on it. I don't know if anyone else sees news, but I don't see any news in either of my news feeds that I use. So I don't see news. All right, so I've got 3 news feeds, and
sweatshirt on.
Yesterday. So I'm not really sure. This one I would say is going to be a hard maybe at this moment because I don't see a reason for it to be up as much. The prices are cheap anyways. So I'm going to leave this one. Next one down, staff. Well, staff we've traded a couple times. I had this big red day here where it's ripped up from $1.27 up to $3 over 3 and then came back. So I don't like that price action. Stock like MRIN, I'm more interested in it because even though it came back down on the daily, the big candles are working. So that's I don't think I'm that interested in staff right now. I know the pre-market high there is 87, so just there, right? Breaks over 87, but I just don't think. I think it's going to end up being. I just don't think it's going to be one. SPI, fourth leading gap, up 24%. 11 million share flow, 6.7 million shares falling in pre-market, and it's already selling off as well. OPTT, fifth leading, well, sixth. Skipping over this one for a second. So OPTT. All right, so contract with ACET for U.S. Navy, SLANR.
Looking for opportunities here. Maybe if we see a break of this level.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Again, a little challenge for this one is sort of a bigger red candle. The high of that candle is 372. So over 372, this starts to look really good. But below that level, it's kind of like you have that upside resistance. Let me switch this over to the daily. The highest 240 daily chart. Break down my levels here. So 72, 288, 274. And then above that, you can see this history of these big red candles. But above that, we then have a gap fill all the way up to 756. So we make that line. So, you know, yes, that's we started to get into the gap on that one day. We get very far into it. So we still have that gap from 372 up. But I'm not sure about it at the moment. This is the 5-minute chart. A reminder to those on YouTube and Facebook, for Halloween this year, we're doing our Trader Treat kind of weekly special. So what that means is we're going to be giving away a daily trading treat, tips, tricks, treats, things like that, video lessons that you guys haven't seen before. So those are going to start going out today. Now, for Warrior Pro students and Warrior Star students, you're not missing anything. But for those that are kind of out there on the fence, watching on YouTube, watching on Facebook, thinking about learning a little bit more, I'm going to give you the link. You guys sign up, and you will start getting emails today for trade or treat. All right, so you can see on my screen share, that's this right there. All right? So make sure you guys are signed up for that. Let's move this down like this. Okay, so let's see. Hang on one second. Oh. All right, I'm just trying to. You should be able to register. You could try a different browser if you are having an issue. But
Nice. Okay, so took the trade on GOED.
Well, it looks like while I've been going through the gappers, the GOED has popped up a bit. So
Nice.
$14 was that level there. So this is one where you've got the break over the volume weighted average price, and my opinion on this type of setup is that I want to be waiting for the first pullback. Right, I want to wait for the first pullback to take a full size position.
I'm up 157 on GOED.
Let's see. So volume weighted average price is at 13.22.
I'm waiting for a pullback.
Let's put an order on this.
Oh wow! What just happened?
Going up a little bit more.
Come on.
14.95. Buyback candle there is 14.35. So, the thing is, it's definitely a little lighter on volume still. So at this point, it's a wait for a pullback type of setup. I think I'm on that mic over there. That's not going to pick up too much. OPTT, I'm just not that interested in it right now. GOED over 15 looks a lot better. I mean, GOED over 15 looks really good for a move back to 18. So we've just got a little ways before that.
Come on. All right.
We need to let it pull back. I'm gonna. Where does it go? Waiting for a red candle form before we get back down. Orders, so they're ready to go. Not a buyer up here at this level. It's too extended. Pull back. This over here for you guys. Okay. All right, so let's see. So there's a red candle.
Let me hold it.
Got 500,000 shares of volume, so it's a little light.
Come on.
Starter just put 3,000 shares for the breakout. The problem is I can't emphasize.
So I was in here and I cut the loss at 14 and just went to 14.76. So I just missed out on a good little amount of profit. Wow.
Adding 15.50 here.
Wow.
And I'm going to just try to ride this momentum. I'm going to keep adding
Wow.
here, adding 16. My back of mind target on this is going to be a break over 16.
Wow.
17. So my cost basis is $15. I bought on that micro pullback. I let the first candle go red. I'm holding 10,000 shares right now. The high of that candle is all the way to 17. So it's important to take profit into a big candle like that. I'm going to hold 5,000 shares right now with a new order at 17. So if you look at the 10-second chart, back here for a moment. Now we have 1781 is our pre-market high. High there was 17. And that's now pulled back almost $1. So where's the next entry? High of this current candle is, I'm still holding 5,000 shares. High of this current candle is 1612. Maybe 1650. So as that was squeezing up, I was adding as it went higher. What I'm going to do on this, I think what I have to do is let this candle close. So the high of that candle there is 1661 and the low is 1560. So you've got a $1 spread just in that candle. Right? So you can see this price action and the low of this last pullback was 1560. I'm going to put an order at 1590, try to buy a dip. I'll put another order at 1650. I didn't fill there on that dip. My order at 1590 filled 0 shares. We'll put another order at 1605. So I got a partial fill there at 1605, but only up to 6,000 shares. And I'm waiting for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high here, which is going to be back over about 1650. So I'm adding right there, just added, and I'm going to look to add on this over 17. Adding there at 17, now I'm looking on this for a squeeze up to 1750. So the high of this current candle is 1744, watching 1745, 1750 to break, then for a squeeze up to 18. Adding there at 1710. So I'm scaling in this, looking for the break through 1750, knowing that this stock has no resistance because it's blue sky, it's a recent IPO. 1725 is my next add spot. Adding there at 1720. So looking for 1750, and then a quick squeeze up to 18, 19, maybe 20. Watch here over 1725. Let's see, the high of this candle is 44. So new order goes to 1744. We've got 146% gap right now. Still holding full size, looking to add on this for the move up through the pre-market high. High of this candle here, looking for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high, which is going to be over 1725. Watching. Watch over 1715, 1720.
I might buy a break at 17 right here.
This is our leading gap in the entire market right now, and the pre-market chart is looking good. There's 1703. So where's my add spot? First 1 minute candle to make a new high. 725. The high of that current candle, 725. Watching, adding right there for break through 725. Adding at 7. So like 715. 1715.
That doesn't look good.
A little churn here. Let's see it pop back up over the high. You want to see it back up over 17. There's the 80s. Holding 11,000 shares. I can do a dip off of 16. Volume weight average price is 1560. Sizing down a little bit, reducing my risk. Holding just 3,500 shares. 1.8 million shares of volume on it. Volume weight average price is 1564. So I'm going to hold now for this pullback. So I sized up on that 1 minute candle there. Right through 1750. I was looking for a move up to 18, a retest and a break to the pre-market high, knowing that possibly if we broke through that level, we might see 19 or 20. And so I ended up stopping out as it came back down, all except for 3,500 shares. I don't know, not a lot of profit, a little profit. not nearly what it would have been if it broke through 1750 and ripped to 18. So what's interesting is same amount of volume on this candle and this candle, but this candle was a big green candle and this one was a smaller green candle. So that tells me either that, I don't know, I mean, it tells me that there, for some reason, there was some upside resistance there.
It's just 17, the whole number, that's why.
Down off of 16 for a good trade. We have 6.5 minutes to the bell. So the reason this was a stock that we wanted to be watching this morning was because it was the leading gapper in the entire U.S. market. The catalyst, the merger.
Well, so it had 170,000 shares of volume when we started looking at it 20 minutes ago, and it's at 1.92 now million. I'm up $200 on it. It's a little bit upsetting, given the share amount. I was in at 13.5 with 200 shares. It went to 17, so the profit potential on that was over 1,000, and I'm happy with 200, but I could have done better.
I got last candle was 50, 53. I'm going to put an order at 55. Just add it back there. And I'm going to try to just take this first 1 minute candle, make a new high back up to 17. High of this current 5 minute candle, 17.25. So I've got 6,000 shares. Watching the ad over 85.90 for the breakthrough 17. Adding there 85. Scaling up. New order goes at 17. Add it again at 96. First 5 minute candle make a new high is going to be right here. Watch this for the break over 17. Here's 17.12, 17.10. New orders at 17.20. First 5 minute candle make a new high 17.25. So let's watch this micro pullback for an ad then over 17.10. Here we go, adding at 17.10. Now looking for the squeeze up to 17.25. 1730, 1744, and we'll see maybe now if we get that break of 1750. I'll keep adding up through 1750. I don't know that I'll add above 1750, but I'll keep adding up to that level, and then my target's going to be 18. Watching right here. Looking to add. We got the first candle to make a new high, adding right there at 44. Looking now for the break through 1750 and that rip up to 18 and a break of the pre-market high 1781. So now we're seeing some nice action here on this. The high of that last candle was 44. So we're going to look for that level of break, snap through, and then we'll see if we get that test of 18. So we've got 21 on the ask, 19 on the ask. A little bit of churn here. Look for that first 1 minute candle to make a new high. This is another example where I added a little high on this one. High that candle 17.24. We've got about 3 minutes to the bell. So 3 minutes to the bell is a little bit of a challenge because it leaves me with a question of do I hold into the open? I'm holding 6,000 shares right now. Volume weighted average price is. So let's see. Let's see if this pops back up over 1650. So my cost basis is 81. So what I'm doing is I'm reducing my risk as it pops back up. I'm scaling back off on the trade. That last trade was basically break even. I took a little profit and some of the rest were a little loss. I'm just going to hold 1,000 shares here to the bell. All right, so what I'm looking for at the bell, and will be a break over 1781. So I'm going to leave an order at 18. Actually, I'm going to take profit off. I'm just going to cut the loss at 50. I'll look to do a red to green. I'm going to see if it goes red. Maybe I'll do a red to green. I'm going to do that. I think that's going to be hilarious.
So I'm up 278 on the stock right now.
So those
I was up 300.
Trade retreat starts today, so make sure you guys are signed up. That's right here. You guys jump over that page, sign up. Those of you guys who are streaming that haven't already hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it.
I might be done for the day. 266 is I'm happy with, unless I see something that's like a really easy opportunity.
Today we had yesterday, and the level that's in play right now is about 1744. We want to see that level break. If this goes red at the open, I could do dip trades off of, well, the 200 moving average is 13 on the 1 minute, so I could do a little red to green. What I don't like about it is that it did a false breakout here, but not crazy dramatic. It's a false breakout, but it's not crazy dramatic. So we'll see what this does as well. We now have 2.6 million shares of volume, gapping at 134%. So I think we can gap over seeing this is the one to do. All right, so that's the game plan here with about 30 seconds to the bell. None of you should trade with your money until you've proven you can be profitable in a simulator. Most beginner day traders will lose money. Part of that facility. So practice it. Don't want to learn why these are the types of stuff you are. That's the name of the day that we'll learn during about 5 seconds to the bell. We're watching here, halt level 1785. Starter there. We've got 11 shares filled. I'm long 11 shares, 1650. Adding right there, small size. Looking for the break through 1745, 1750. Watching. Holding right now, 2011 shares. I can tell you that the obvious spot is a break through 1750.
This thing might fade, I don't know.
Adding at 52, buying that dip right there on 6,000 shares, looking to add over 17. Looking for the squeeze here as this does a little dip, adding right there. Now looking for the break through 1750. I'm starting to scale up on this. Adding there. Now I'm up almost $1 a share, and I'm going to add over the highs. The high is 1775. Watch 1775. Still holding. Looking for that break through 1775. Very volatile. Very volatile. We want to see it pop right back up over 17 and then rip through 1750. No, I got a couple lost.
Shit.
So
I wasn't in it, but
let's see. I might dip trade this. Let me just watch for a second. I'm going to put an order at 1520. I'm holding 3,000 shares right now.
false out.
False halt. No, it's a real halt. So I'm giving back probably 10 grand on this one.
Wow.
But, yeah.
So I stayed out of that volatility. Because I've gotten bitten in the ass by this before, multiple times. So I stayed out, made the quick $25 to get me over 300. Ross obviously is the best trader I've ever seen, but he was trading the volatility and took a loss of 10 grand on that one. So. I'm probably done for the day. I'm happy with $300. There's another day tomorrow. So I'm gonna FaceTime my dad real quick.
This might be a ride the momentum type of stock. $21.
Nice one.
Yeah. SRKK. SRRK.
Watch this, see if it breaks over 21.
If you only know which way it was gonna go,
Yeah.
you might be just sitting there making money just by knowing, okay, it's gonna go up now. Buy.
High that candle was 2088.
Stretch.
There's 29. In order at 2050 on SRRK. See if it wants to curl back up towards 21. Watch SRRK over 21. High there is 2066. There's 70, 77, 80. That first 1 minute candle made to make a new high. That was a nice setup there, I guess. RRK. Now it's a little extended. Keep it on watch. GOED. High the last 5 minute candles 1565. I'll take a starter at 65 to 5,000 shares on GOED, and and I'll add over 16 to anticipate the breakthrough the volume weighted average price. So I'm looking for the breakthrough VWAP. Watching over 1575. Now cutting the loss. I've given back now half my profit on GOED. That was, a trade that was almost an instant loss. Bought into the VWAP expecting a break and it rejected. SRRK going higher.
SRRK looks really nice. So I'm watching the level 2 on SRRK. So what you're seeing is these are the buys that are coming in, these are the bids, and then these are the sell asks. However, you watch the prices. So once the prices start to stair step up and get higher, that's a quick indication before the chart moves higher in the price that it's going to be moving. So, for example, it's at 2177.
Yeah, 1450 is support.
Now that it's at 21.6, you're seeing that it's kind of pulling the price down a little bit. So before it goes higher, you're going to see this jump up above 21.5. 21.68, yep, look at that. It was at 21.5, 21.68 flash, and then it moved up to 21.7. How many fills did I have today? Here's my P&L, up 306.
1725 up to 22.
And then let's calculate what the commissions are.
SRRK. There's no T in it, but SRRK.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait for another pullback.
About 25 fills.
SYNL is on lighter volume.
$50 with the commission.
510. Easy to borrow at light speed. Heck, I'm not really interested in that one. SRRK is also easy to borrow, but keeps going higher. So we're starting to get a little resistance, possibly on this. The high there of 2284. wait for SRRK to do a 5-minute setup. It's a little disappointing that our leading gap for GOED has pulled back. It's not like at its highs and continuing to rip. That definitely slows down momentum a little bit. ISIG, nothing really there. SPI, staff. So the bulk of our action was pre-market, and then I gave back half my gains on GOED. SRRK. High the last 1 minute is 22.10. 5-minute candle still has 3 minutes left on it. MRIN, I'm just not sure. I don't know. I've given it a few stabs. I just don't know if it's really going to be that strong. I don't know. Sort of same with EBK. I just don't know. And SRRK looks like it's squeezing out early short sellers, but this high there, 23.20, that type of move on lighter volume, well, it's actually high volume on the 1 minute chart. I don't know. Might be a bull trap though. I'm not sure if that's a spot to be long. High is 20, so the high here is 23.20. So 23.20. But topping tails each time it's tested it. I think all this is doing up here is squeezing out some early short sellers. We'll see. SYNL, the high is 518.
Oh, SYNL.
200 moving average is at 829.
All right, so set in my hands the rest of the day.
Volume on that false breakout.
Turn this down. Okay, so as a recap, only trade. Well, actually, I took a couple of trades today. Let me pull them up.
Is on lighter total volume. First 5-minute candle making high would be 90. So there's a little risk on it, but volume weighted average price is 72.
So first trade I took was on ISIG. I think it was on this other chart here. Let's see if I can even remember what trade it was. Oh yeah, it was the oh, it ended up moving, which is good. But originally I traded this regular vwap right here, a bounce off of the vwap and EMA, and ended up actually fading lower, so I cut the loss here. Looks like the other trade I took was on staff, which I believe was the same type of trade, pre-market.
the same as yesterday.
So I took this order here and just got out break even because it didn't end up moving. And then the trade I actually made some money on here was GOED. I saw the break of the middle vwap and the EMA and got in at 13.2. Ended up ripping all the way to 17. So would have been $1 per share for every 100 shares you had in. So I had, I think, 2 up to 300. So if I would have kept it, could have made a nice little profit, but we still made $300 off it. We were blessed with being able to extract profit today and not lose. So SRRK, we also did see this potential entry at 20 there, which I thought about taking, but I didn't want to give back the profit that I already had. So this is one of the cases where not wanting to give back profit holds you back from making a couple hundred extra bucks. But overall, I'm still happy with the day. So live to fight another day tomorrow. It was early. We were up at 5 a.m. today, so and shift over with things to do, and then we'll get back after it tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, and possibly Monday. I'm gonna be out of town visiting friends for Halloween, but tomorrow we'll be online. Sorry, RK's moving the end. Look at that. Look at this. Another little push. All right, everyone have a good one. Talk to you. Bye.